let's move on to everyone's favorite topic, crypto.
Yeah, that was I forgot all about the prediction show last year, but I'm pretty sure I said that
Ethereum's 10,000.
I think I said it was going to double. So it was like 1,600.
I'm pretty sure we called FTX blowing up.
So 32.
Would it be funny if you could like time capsule and go back and read an article on crypto 1 year ago? Because like a lot of these bearish things that we've discussed and that we think might actually happen, that was the narrative for crypto. So let's, since we're talking about the bull case for crypto, when everything else blows up, crypto is non-regulated. We don't need any regulation there.
Like
no
that's
regulation.
why it's free markets. And but like, look what happened. The scammers came in.
Yep. And inflation, we have this sticky inflation. Crypto's the solution to that, right? Because there's a finite amount or an algorithm.
Does anyone
actually know?
No, I read that in an article.
It depends on what crypto you're
that.
talking about.
Yeah,
right? There's 10,000 of them.
Well,
so you're talking about Bitcoin. Yeah, it's fine.
I know there's 10,000. No, there's 40,000.
I think there was 10,000. Now there's like
40,000 Trump NFTs. Yeah. I know that they ain't making any more.
I own 38,000 of them. So
and you own 1,000, right? Huh? You own 1,000 of them.
38,000.
Anyway, crypto. I mean, like everyone hitches their.
The economy's bouncing back. Bull case, right?
Well, it's the ultimate risk asset.
Yep, you got
the
it.
ultimate risk asset.
Yeah. So boom, that's 500% growth if the S&P is 20.
Did enough people get scared away from,
We transitioned into the bear case.
Well, let's focus on bull. Right. Let's focus on the bull case.
All right. Yeah. I'm my pockets are flush and I'm buying NFTs again.
Yeah.
I lost all my money in January in online gambling, and let's transition to the less risky thing.
The company, the economy is printing more stimulus checks. I'm putting that right into the NFTs.
Well, that's my bull case. Is essentially.
You think they're going to print more money?
Well, no.
Or give us more money.
That's my bull case. Is if. The only way I see crypto being actually, or I won't even say crypto. Let's just say top 5, like Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Yeah.
But let's just say those ones. Yeah.
Trump NFTs.
The only case I see a very, very good bull run for crypto is if everything goes to crap, government prints ton more money, Federal Reserve lowers rates back down to 0%. That whole case about the stock market, when the stock market's speculative, right? It's a speculative kind of more asset class, and it can be higher on the risk spectrum or lower depending on what stocks you own. Bitcoin, like you said, is the ultimate speculative asset, or crypto is the ultimate speculative asset. More money in the economy means more speculation. Crypto prices go up.
Dollar coming back down to life a little. Yeah, I mean, we had a strong dollar for a while there, so if the dollar becomes a little weaker, maybe that toad coin.
That's another thing. The dollar. People cry when the dollar's strong. People cry when the dollar's weak.
Right.
All right. But you're right. Like the dollar weakens and people are like, oh, well, I'm going to get behind something that they can't print more of. Right. That was the whole thing behind crypto. Like there's a finite of them. Right. There's only so many.
Right. And how about the bad news being good news too? So it's like we had the FTX blow up, but like the weak and the scammy got flushed out. I wouldn't be surprised if let's transition to the bear. I wouldn't be surprised if Binance and Coinbase are next, but we at least know some of the weak practice and just completely unethical and garbage.
That's what I was just gonna say.
So it's like it was terrible news, and it might have scared a lot of people away, but like it's not here anymore.
I mean, it kind of blew up because of what? Like the staking part of it. Like it was like I'm gonna leverage coins I really don't have.
Yeah, we'll find out more.
It was like naked calls.
I think
kind of.
He was taking people's money.
No. They were just taking money. I think it was just pure fraud. He basically took the money,
pure robbery,
and gave it to himself.
Himself and politicians to try to bribe. So they would
because it's unregulated. He's going to walk, right?
All right. So this is
disappear.
This is really complicated because the bull case and bear case kind of go hand in hand with crypto too. Like with crypto regulation, for example, I always said with what happened with FTX, the pendulum swings from one side all the way to the other side. It swings from being completely unregulated market, basically crypto, to being overregulated now, maybe in 2023 as they go to do this. What's probably going to happen from that fallout is after you get past the top coins in crypto, you're going to see a lot of these coins basically be wiped out. Which is it bearish or bullish that these shit coins, we can call it, are wiped out? Is that good or bad for like Bitcoin, because you got to think about it. That money gets wiped out, taken
they're like
out.
penny
They might go
stocks.
back into the top coins, which might drive up prices. But at the same time, there's distrust then in the system. So
Right.
is it actually good or bad? I would say good for long term, bad for next year.
Yeah, I mean, it like those shit coins, you know, like the ones you never heard of, they need to go
Right.
dry. Like, because they're like the penny stocks of 2007, 2008. You know, like, oh my God, like, you know, the new patent on this, you know, new device is going to go.
It's like
global.
Wolf of Wall Street when they're
Right.
trying to
Right.
pitch that, like, what's it called?
Cutting edge radar
Cutting edge
company.
radar company based in Mississippi that you never heard of. Like,
No, so I think that's a really interesting point. This goes way back in the crypto history to like 2 to 3 years ago. But like when Ethereum started popping up on the horizon, people were like, "Oh, it's going to be one of the two is going to survive and be the king." And so maybe they both survive, but you know those two at least have a strong following and some utility. I hope, you know.
if any of our clients have any crypto on an exchange, go buy a ledger and get it off an exchange and hold it in your hardware wallet.
Yeah, that probably
I
should be
think that
mentioned
is-
as a bear. Like the Coinbase scares me. Like that's the publicly
I
traded. What if that blows
wouldn't be
up?
surprised
It's the
if every
complete
exchange
opposite.
goes under.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of what it's supposed to do. I think that is really the number one reason that crypto has failed this year, at least, because no one understands it.
Right.
No one has a clue how it works, how it's supposed to work. You know, they just think you just buy some and then hope it, you know, 10x's.
When I can
Like,
buy it
that's-
at the convenience store, when I'm buying my lottery tickets or whatever, like, come on, like the local, they got a Bitcoin vending machine.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man. Like,
So
it's
let's
just-
end this crypto thing
all
with: Are you bullish or bearish?
Sell.
Because that was all. I like the conversation there.
Yeah.
It was a little all over the place. So
What
Ryan,
amount?
are you
What
are you
amount?
pretty bullish in 2023 or bearish in 2023?
Yeah,
for crypto or overall?
For crypto. For crypto.
Oh, bearish. But here, let me qualify that. Like, I still would hold 1% or 2 or 3 if I'm, you know, like retirement age. I mean, like I'll hold a little bit. I mean, it's a speculative asset and it adds diversification. The story in the past was that like it also was uncorrelated to other assets. So hypothetically, it would give you like a little bit of like hedging in weird conditions. That kind of evaporated in the last couple of years. But like, are you talking about taking a significant amount of my wealth and investing in crypto? It's probably I'm a couple years away from that,
Yeah.
but like a couple percent, yeah, whatever. I don't, you know, as long as you're comfortable losing it,
Yep.
all tomorrow,
Right.
to some
Yeah,
weird guy.
I think we got a
in
lot
the
of
Bahamas.
regulation
Yeah.
ahead 2023. I think that's going to be front and center as we get past all the other craziness. So I'm bearish 2023, but I think there might provide some opportunities for the top coins over the next decade or so. So we'll be on a watch out for maybe accumulate a little bit.
buy low in 2023, possibly.
Possibly.
Okay, Derek.
Yeah, I'm totally with Luke there. You know, the tearing down has to occur before the winners emerge, and that's where we're at. You know, we're in the infancy of this, and the concept, the idea, has legs, but now we're to the point where it actually needs to start working. We saw this year, it ain't working. So if it gets fixed, I think crypto could come back, but I don't think it's in 2023.
Okay. You know, as the fallout with you know, FTX happens, I really feel that the regulation talk is going to start, and that will pull it down. Could be a buying opportunity, but at the end of the day, we've said it before on TV. We've said it probably here. I know I say it to almost nearly every client: own as much as you can lose. Because we're watching that. I mean, it got chopped in 80%, 70% this year.
I mean,
from the top.
The
right?
ultimate bear case is it's outright banned, like in the
Could-
U.S.
yeah.
And that's a real possibility.
It's possible. That's
Yeah.
why you got to make sure that you're doing enough that where you can only lose it for
Yeah.
sure.